happy summer season. And with summer season, when you live near the coast, we associate that with, you guessed it, hurricane season. So today I thought I would talk about hurricane preparedness. I think that's really important, even with Hurricane Beryl in our rear view mirror, recent history like last summer. I think it's easy just to become complacent. My husband is born and raised here. We've been married almost 30 years, so we've been here in the Woodlands and long enough, at least speaking for myself, to ride out a number of tropical storms. Tropical Storm Allison, for one, in 2001 was a doozy. And of course, I think many of you know that I worked catastrophes, for State Farm before I got into management. So I had toured around the country and seen a lot of devastation. And by the time I got here, Hurricane Brett, the Tropical Storm Allison, Rita in 2005, Ike in 2008, and all of those things. So I'm just going to break this down into three categories, okay, that I think are helpful. One is gathering essential supplies. So you want to make sure that you have, yes, water and food, medications, your medications in one place. So if we're watching the news, the good thing, unlike sometimes a microburst or a tornado, there is very little warning. But with a hurricane, we're usually days out here where we can see what's coming and, plan for the worst, plan for the worst. So medications, first aid kit, an emergency kit, flashlight, batteries, radio, something, okay? Mobile chargers, charged up and ready. So that's really important. Protecting your home, secure your windows and doors. If you have a wall with budded glass, that would be one area that obviously, think about a protective cover barricade on the outside, because that can cause a lot of damage and be very, very dangerous. I like to have a bubble shield around our home, and we do live in the Woodlands. And so there's lots of trees here. We live next to a green belt. And so, for us, we trim that. I mean, it's not our property, but I like a good, I used to say 6 feet. Lately, I'm telling our tree company, I want 10 to 12 feet because not only just in light winds can it just brush off the protective layer of your roof, but also just those limbs with tall trees are missiles and can cause a lot of damage and also, just protection for your family. Let's see here, bring outdoor furniture in and all of those things. Again, those things can become curveballs that can be flung into your home and be very, very dangerous. Okay, keep your gutters and downspouts clean. Just even the weight of that, okay, you want everything in a storm to drain properly also. Okay, and then thirdly, developing an evacuation plan. 2008, I think, 2005 is a great example of this. Rita, we all watched Katrina play out, in slow motion on TV. And that preceded us by about a month or two. And it was freak out city here in Houston. So after that, I think they developed a really good contraflow plan, but we didn't really have it. It took us 13 hours to get to Dallas. So have a plan. Where are you going? What's your destination? By 2008, by the way, with Ike, because 2005, Grant was a baby. He wasn't even a year old. He was only a few months old, in fact, and Ella was very young. And by Ike in 2008, I was like, peace out, Troy, and I went to Kansas City well in advance. So anyway, and have a communication plan. We are blessed with technology now, and you just want to make sure everything's charged up. You have a mobile charger, and family knows where you are, and all of those things. Okay, this is getting long. I'm going to end just quickly with what the market is doing. A few short months ago, I was talking about how our active inventory in the Woodlands was at around 200 homes for actives and coming soons. Just as of last Friday, creeping up around 350 actives and coming soons. Still up to 3 million. Average days on market are under 6 months, but you take the category of just 1 million to 1.5 million. In the Woodlands right now, the average days on market are around 2 months. So that has definitely increased, okay? And so anyway, it's a competitive market, but it's still a market where there is great demand. Thanks for tuning in.